Yo, what's up, my Arrowheads? It's your boy, the Archer of Truth, Red Arrow, and we're doing a reaction to San Diego Comic-Con, talking with the cast of Superman and Lois. Let's get it.
This fall, Superman and Lois returns for its 4th season. Here to tease what's in store for everyone's favorite superpower couple, please welcome Superman and Lois themselves, Tyler Hoechlin and Elizabeth Tulloch, along with executive producers and showrunners Todd Helbing and Brent Fletcher.
That's crazy.
We're really
We just
excited
last
about this,
season,
so
man.
thank you all for coming in to talk to us. You faced Zod, Bizarro, and Manheim. Lex is out of jail, and now we've got a whole new clip of Clark going head-to-head with Doomsday. So who exactly is this season's big bad?
Oh my God, we have a few. We have a few this year. Yeah, I can't really narrow it down to one.
Yeah, I can. Lex Luthor. Yeah, it's there, done.
Leave it to Lois, right?
Yeah, there's a big bad that's pretty significant in the first episode and thereafter, I would say as well. I think Doomsday kind of makes that list. Yeah.
I mean, if you see the clip, which I hope you all have by now, yes. Tyler, how did you find the duality of playing both Superman and Clark Kent? Was there a key moment in the show that you felt truly defines your Superman?
Not necessarily. I think from the beginning, always just having like a very clear take on who I thought the character was and what I thought he represented, and kind of staying committed to that. But I always really tried to play it as they're very much, it's the same person. But I think to that point, I kind of had like 5 different levels of like, okay, how comfortable is he with the people that he's around, knowing that it is Clark. So in that sense, there's times where he's disguising it, but I really didn't want there to be too much of a distinction between, who they were, other than like what they were wearing, and like trying to live in that. So
just to have that same person shine through.
Yeah, because I think I always said that Superman is.
And it's crazy. I kind of low-key went, like Tyler Hoechlin, Grant Gustin, and Stephen Amell are like the main 3 that I wish they would pull them. But then the thing is, that's if they would want to keep doing it too, and put them as the main DC characters. Cause man, Tyler Hoechlin, man. I mean, I know he got. I kind of wish he would have been. I kind of wish he would have stayed the main Superman. They would have just pulled him and made him the new Superman for the upcoming future. And then same with Grant Gustin being the Flash, and Oliver Queen was Stephen Amell. But they still can't do it, even though they still can. Well, we still got hope for Flash and Green Arrow. Superman, nah, because they already got a new Superman now.
Is what he can do. It's not who he is, at least for me. I think he represents something to people, but at its core, I don't think anything changes for him, regardless of what he's doing and what people are addressing him as. So, I always felt like the consistency was something that I tried to keep involved.
Were you inspired by Christopher Reeve or others who have taken up the mantle?
I'm so glad I was honest about this a long time ago. I've not seen any Superman iterations in the past.
Wow.
And when I got the job, I guess 8 years ago now, I kind of had a decision to make of, do I go back and watch everything that's been done before, or do I just stay completely clear of it and be able to make my own decisions without any pressure of either doing something that someone hasn't done before or feeling like I can't do something that's already been done. So I know how my mind works and I know how I work, and I didn't want to feel like I had any restrictions on what I could and couldn't do. So I did stay away. Now that we've completed our series, I've told them I'm going to go back. I want to watch all the movies, and I can finally watch some of our episodes and see all the great work that everybody's done over the last 4 years. So I'm excited that I can finally do that.
Oh, that'll be fun for you.
Yeah.
Bitsie, Lois has been grappling with her character's cancer diagnosis in the last season. What was it like portraying something so vulnerable for a character who's known for being so strong?
It was definitely challenging. I took it very seriously. Someone had introduced me to this oncologist, Dr. Christy Funk, and she set me up with the kind of cancer that I had is called inflammatory breast cancer. It's very aggressive, and she set me up with someone who'd actually survived it. And I spoke to probably about 11 survivors, and just their whole stories. And one of them was a young mom who, at one point, well into her chemo, was literally crawling up the stairs, army crawling up the stairs to put her kids to bed at night. And it was very emotional and moving speaking to them, and I kind of just took all of that in and went into it thinking, like, I have to honor their journeys, because the truth is, Tyler and I will do cons sometimes, and there's always people coming up crying and saying, I thought I was going to hate it, but the reality is it was sort of cathartic for me because I lost my mother to cancer, or my girlfriend's going through it, or my sister has it. And, everybody knows somebody, whether it's intimately or just a friend of a friend who's gone through it. And it's such a,
what the hell? Oh my God. Getting emotional. See, and I love when they do that. That's like, you don't find a lot of actors that do dedication like stuff like that when it comes to like scenes for like that. So like to hear her say like she went to different things and talk to survivors of it. That's incredible to hear stuff like that, because you don't see a lot of superhero shows, actors do stuff like that, because a lot of them just act and then that's it. But some of them go out at their way and do different stuff like that. Same with the whole Black Lightning cast, where they dived into the whole racism, drug trafficking, rape, all of that. And a lot of shows won't dive into that, and they dived into that stuff. And that's what made me fell in love with Black Lightning, because they talked about stuff like that. Because like other superhero shows, you wouldn't hear that, and if you did, they'd just like sugarcoat it and talk over it.
Disgusting disease, and while I was nervous at first when they first pitched the storyline to me that it would be too heavy for the fans, like overall people were really appreciative and dug it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really heavy, but it's nice to have that on some level of having to confront it and
also
see the
what an
truth.
interesting spin to have Superman not be able to heal her. That's where the vulnerability comes in, is like he can't heal her. Like maybe theoretically he could, but then he'd have to heal everybody who had cancer, and that's not who he is. He's fair.
Yeah.
But so that dynamic was interesting too, like with Lois being like, no, you can't. No, we're not using any, I've got to go through this the same way anybody else would have to.
Yeah.
That brings another extra dimension to this that I love. So thank you for doing that. Can you tell us about any cameos that fans will maybe get to see in this season, perhaps from other universes?
Yeah, we have a few cameos this season. I can tell you about the ones that I think have leaked already, but we have Douglas Smith, who is Greg Smith, our producing director's brother, is playing Jimmy Olsen, which is super fun. And then fan favorite Tom Cavanaugh shows up in an episode later in the season.
And then there's a surprise cameo in the finale.
Oh.
A couple, yes.
Well.
The Tom Cavanaugh character is somebody you haven't seen play before, and it's the most Tom Cavanaugh character of all time. It's really fun.
All right,
excited
fans.
for people to see.
That's our clue.
Uh-oh.
Our one and only clue. Has James Gunn seen the show? The show is played with...
What is it?
Tom Cavanaugh.
Welcome to the Romulus Space Station. We hope you enjoy your time with us.
Alien Romulus, rated R.
with the idea of
Wait,
the
ain't
multiverse. Will the universe...
Tom Cavanaugh, ain't that's... I do not have my phone with me. I think Tom Cavanaugh, that's Reverse Flash. Or is that Tom... Is that Tom Cavanaugh? I might be wrong. I think that's Reverse Flash.
Of Superman and Lois
But I could
being
be
a
wrong.
facet of that upcoming universe?
That's a very good question. I don't know. I think Bits, you're the only one that knows James, yeah.
I haven't talked to him directly about Superman and Lois because I was like, that might be inappropriate. But I do know that he had said publicly that it's a show that everybody likes, and so to go one or two more seasons, I said this today. We are very grateful, as sad as we are that we feel like the show came to an early end.
Yeah.
We're grateful that we had advance notice and we were able to kind of go out on our terms. And also just, I sort of know James Gunn and Peter Safran, and they're both brilliant. And I believe really, truly in my heart that James Gunn is such a Superman fan, and everything that they have planned for the DC universe is likely going to be exceptional.
I believe it. One last question. What are you all most excited for us to see in this season?
Bro, I'm hating this is ending, bro.
Because there's so much, right?
I'll say, I think that going into this season, when we got the pickup notice last year, some of the news around everything felt a little negative with, a budget cut and some of the regular cast not coming back as regulars.
Oh, yeah.
But I will say such a credit to these guys and the rest of the writers' room for finding a way to take those restrictions and I think use it to their advantage. I think that people are going to be extremely pleasantly surprised that the show will not feel any less. I think it'll feel the same quality, if not a touch above. And I think even with those characters, every time they show up in the season, they get like a real big meal each episode they're in this year, which is nice.
With that white beard, that great beard.
These guys just such a great job of turning that around and actually using it to our benefit. So I'm excited for people to see that.
I think the ending is really touching and moving, and it's beautiful. And I think that's what I'm looking forward to. I mean, it'll be sad because that'll be the final. That's it. You're done. But yeah, the way that these two and the rest of the writers wrapped it up was quite lovely.
Yeah, I think there's a couple moments that I really love. One in particular is in episode we did a moment in the diner, in Vicky May's diner from last season, which was really cool. And this season, I think it's a different circumstance, a different scenario, but there's a really cool moment.
I wonder if they're gonna tease if we're gonna get Superboy's outfit.
Yeah, and kind of echoing all that, I think the totality of everything, I'm excited for them to see, because it really is a season that builds on itself, and it just never lets up. And so there's all these iconic moments. I couldn't pick just one. And then I think the ending pays off everything, and it's about family, and it's about what that means. And so I think we go out with something that the fans will really appreciate.
Well, that's great. At the very least, if we must go, sounds like there's not much you can miss this season. So you can catch the season premiere of Superman and Lois October 17th on the...
Oh, man, this is a sad, bro. Man, it's gonna be emotional. I know it's gonna have its ups and downs for it. I know the season final episode, man. I know I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry like crazy. Cause I did that for I think I did that for. I didn't do that for Flash. Flash's ending pissed me off, but then it kind of like it pissed me off. Green Arrow's. I cried for Green Arrow's last season. Legends, I didn't cry for Legends ending because there was supposed to be another season, but they canceled it. Same with the other shows. A lot of them they canceled. Naomi, they canceled after one season. They canceled Black Lightning. I cried for the last season for that one. But them shows they canceled them, so it was just crazy. Let me know your thoughts. Did y'all watch last season? I want to know if we're going to get They gotta definitely... Because I don't know how many episodes is it. I think they were saying like it was 10 episodes. We gotta get Superboy's outfit. Because it'd be shitty if they go out the TV show this way. Unless they Rickroll us and they do like Gotham Knights. I think no, not Gotham Knights. They do like Gotham, where Bruce Wayne became Batman, but he ain't become Batman until the last season, where he actually got the outfit. That'd be so irritating if they do that. I hope they don't do that. I feel like if they don't, I feel like they have to show it either in the mid of the season, him getting a new suit, or third to fourth last season's episodes. They probably give it to him. Tom Cavanaugh, I think that's Reverse Flash. If I'm wrong, let me know. Tom Cavanaugh, who is that? I believe that's Reverse Flash, but I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments below. Is that Reverse Flash? But if so, they're talking about him playing a different character and not Reverse Flash. So who do y'all think he's going to play as? Or if it is Tom Cavanaugh, the person that plays Reverse Flash, they can make him, they could be bringing back him to play not Reverse Flash, but they can have him come back to play. But I wouldn't see the point of it. But then I kind of could have him come back as, what's the character he played in the Multiverse Crisis? He played, not Psycho Pirate, Mr. Miracle? Was it Mr. Miracle? No, was it Mr. Miracle? Or was he the anti-monitor? No, he wasn't the anti-monitor. Let me know in the comments below. And while you're down there, make sure you get your arrow bow. Shoot at the like button. Shoot at the subscribe button. It's been your boy, the Archer of Truth, Red Arrow. And I'll see y'all for the next one. Take care!
Make sure y'all get y'all arrow. Pull that boy. Shoot it right at the like button, subscribe button, and become a member of the Arrowverse.